Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Dr. Irfan. Today I am going to discuss about personality. Okay, in previous class we have discussed individual differences, factors. Okay, now this video we have discussed the personality, the meaning of personality and theories of personality. Okay, first we will discuss what do you mean by personality. Okay, the personality can be defined as a dynamic and organized set of characteristics possessed by a person that uniquely influences his or her cognitions, motivations, and behaviors in various situations. The personality originates from the Latin persona, which means mask. See, personality means here every person having a different behavior, different cognitions, different motivation. Not a compulsory every person, every human being having a same personality. For example, somebody's are deserved, somebody's are social, somebody's are very, what you can say, helping nature, somebody's are they're not moving for the helping. Okay, these are the depend upon the cognitive, depend upon the particular motivational, somebody's are the behavior in various situations. It is called the particular personality. Personality is finding the particular characteristics, okay, maybe in the different manner. Okay, it is a depend upon the respective personality, the respective person. Okay, the personality originates from the Latin persona. The Latin word is persona, which means mask. Mask means here to cover your the respective characteristics. Okay, it means here when you are introducing yourself, on that time your personality shows. Mask means here your personality will cover, okay, what you are. For example, take Sudha Murthy. If you if you watch the video of the Sudha Murthy, you can see that her personality is very good. Why? Because of her speaking style, her lifestyle is different from others. That is called a personality, that is called a characteristics we are called. Okay, now we will move for theories of personality. Okay, theories of personality means here we are having a TED theories, psychoanalytic theory, social cognitive theories, humanistic theories, and behavioral personality theory. Okay, we will discuss one by one. Okay, now TED theory also very important role play here. Okay, now see types of personality theories. Okay, first one is trait theories. What are trait theories? Attempt to learn what traits make up personality and how they relate to actual behavior. Attempt to learn. It means here, trait theory means here, you should learn something from others or about individual or your own. That is called a trait theory. Okay, it is a very important because of sometimes some personalities are very popular, they are having a very popular regarding their characteristics, but they don't know their weaknesses. On that time you should attempt, you should learn your weaknesses from your behavior. And the one is psychodynamic theories, focus on the inner working of personality, especially internal conflicts and struggles. And the one is humanistic theories, focus on private, subjective experience and personal growth. And fourth one is social cognitive theories, attribute difference in personality to socialization and expectations as well as mental processes. Okay, we will discuss one by one. Okay, detailed. Okay, first one is the trait theories. Okay, who established the trait theory? With respect to Jung's theory of two types. Okay, who is the Carl Jung? Carl Jung is a Swiss psychiatrist who was a Freudian discipline, believed that we are one of two personality types. Yes, obviously. According to Carl Jung, he is a psychiatrist. Okay, he is find that personality having a two types. One is introvert and the one is extrovert. What do you mean by introvert? Introvert means here internally their own. Okay, they cannot produce. Internal means here shy. Okay, sometimes some personalities they are having good knowledge. Okay, they can sing a song. They are sing a song in a bathroom, but they can't sing a song in front of the audience. That is called a shy. That is called a introvert. We are called for the introvert, shy. Okay, and the one is self-centered persons whose attention is focused inward. Okay, and the one is self-centered. It means here they are growth their own individual. They are not a growth about the others. That is called a self-centered persons. Okay, they are thinking only their own. They are not thinking the others persons. That is called a introvert, shy, and the one is self-centered. Okay, it is called a introvert, and the one is extrovert. Introvert is over. Next one is extrovert. Extrovert means here bold. It means here always if you ask sing a song, they can sing a song in front of the public, in front of the audience. Why? They are having a bold. Maybe happen, may not happen. They can't think because they are having an extrovert. Okay, they can speak. Okay, if you give this speech, okay, for example, take in a primary school or in high school, some students they are having a daring to speak speeches in front of the audience. Somebody are shy. Okay, they are having a fearness. Okay, maybe wrong will be happen. Maybe somebody are laughing. That is called a shy. Here bold means here if you laugh, I am happy. If you are we give me wishes, I am also happy because I should participate on that respect to competition. That is called a boldness. Okay, sometimes some employees are very bold in front of the managers, in front of the superiors. Why? They can express their feelings, they can express their problems in front of the superior. That is called a bold. Next one is outgoing person whose attention is directed outward. Okay, it means here this person, extrovert person, will think about that what I am going to show in front of the outward. Okay, they will not think about the inward, they will think about the outward. I will show my personality, I will show my the respective capacity, I will show my ability, I will show my experience in front of the superior or maybe any type of category. That is called a extrovert. We are having two types of trait theory, introvert as well as the extrovert. Okay, next, now Eysenck's three-factor theory, what he is finding. Hans Eysenck, English psychiatrist, believed that there are three fundamental factors. There are three fundamental factors. What are those? Introversion versus extroversion. We have discussed in previous class or previous slide. And another one is emotional stable and unstable. Yes, emotional stable means here something wrong is happen, something is happen on that respect to, on that time they are having emotionally, they will cry, they will having some particular problems. That is called a emotional stable. Unstable means here always they are having a unstable personality. That is called a emotional stable as well as the unstable. And the one is impulse control and psychotic. Impulse control, impulse means here their own, okay, what they are They're thinking that I am a good. On that time, they will think about that. That is called the impulse control and psychotic control. Okay, this is called Eysenck's three-factor theory. Another one is same. Eysenck's theory continued. The first two factors created four combinations related four basic temperaments recognized by ancient Greeks. First one is melancholic, that is introverted and extroverted. We call sad and gloomy. And the one is choleric, that is extroverted plus unstable. We have got hot, tempered and irritable. And the one is phlegmatic. It means here introvert plus stable. It means here sluggish and calm. And the one is sanguine, extroverted plus stable. We are called cheerful and hopeful. Okay, these are the some temperaments recognized by ancient Greeks. Okay, this is the first theory of trait. Okay, second theory we'll discuss in the next video.